Merry Christmas, y'all. Hey, y'all, today we're celebrating the holidays with family. First, my brother Bubba's here to help make a fried green tomato salad with a yummy Chipotle dressing.
Oh, Paula, they look delicious.
And then it's the king of this meal, y'all. Cornbread-Stuffed crown roaster pork. That pork roast is not gonna be the only thing stuffed around here, y'all. And finally, my nephew Jay stops by to whip up a batch of Meemaw's kitchen sink Christmas cookies. Heavenly, heavenly, and so easy, so simple. We're gonna make y'all a fried green tomato and avocado salad, and you're gonna make a wonderful Chipotle dressing.
Correct.
To go on it.
Yep.
Now, I'm taking our tomatoes, Bubba, and I'm slicing them maybe a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna lay them right there on paper towels.
All right.
So that'll help pull the water out of them.
Paula, just to catch up a little bit on the sauce that I'm making here, we're using 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of adobo, and 3 tablespoons of lime juice, and a pinch of salt.
That's gonna be good with our tomatoes. Now, I like to salt and pepper them on both sides. The salt draws out some of that water. So are you all ready for Christmas, Bubba? You done all your shopping?
Well, you know me, I'm gonna wait till the last minute. But 3 Christmases ago, I came over here for Christmas. And what did you give me?
You wanted a brown Labrador.
Uh-huh.
So I found it, Bubba, at the last minute. And Bubba loves that dog. That was such a great Christmas. Now for our breading, y'all, I'm gonna need about 1 cup of flour. Now I'm just gonna put a little salt and pepper into my flour, and then I'm just gonna dredge my tomato slices. All right, so I'm gonna drop the tomatoes in. I've got my fryer set on 350. We fry in peanut oil. They're bubbling. And while these are frying, Bubba's gonna set up our salad with our mesclun mix and our avocado slices.
I love avocado.
I do too, Bubba. I just love them. So, Bubba, I remember the Christmas that Mama had more presents than us because Mama was so tired of not getting anything for Christmas, she went and bought every Christmas present that she wanted. And she had no idea that Daddy was getting her a mink stole, diamond rings, and she just felt so bad, Bubba, because she had more presents than us. But that's the Christmas I remember.
Well, I remember one year, Daddy gone out of town on business or something. He brought me a toy back, and it was a helicopter. And he sat in the living room and played with it more than me. He wouldn't even let me play with it. You don't remember that little helicopter?
Well, Dad was a big kid, big cut up, big kid.
Yeah, I never got to play with it until I was about 19 or 20.
Oh my goodness.
I need to wash my hands.
Did you ever sneak behind Mama's back and open Christmas presents?
Ooh, every year.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget the Christmas I did that, Bubba. I was so angry over the gifts that I got because they weren't good. I was so mad with myself because Christmas morning I had to get up and act surprised, and I didn't like a dadgum thing I got. I never did it again after that, y'all.
I remember one year there was this one box that had my name on it, and I wanted to find out what was in it. So I went in the little bathroom, you know, down the hall.
We didn't have but one.
Yeah, I go in there, I locked the door, unwrapped and opened it, and slid the box out. It was a brown belt.
Yeah, see, some things should just be a surprise.
Are those tomatoes ready? We got to make this salad.
I think they are, Bubba. They look
They're getting brown.
fabulous.
They do.
I'm gonna cut our fryer off.
Okay.
Do you like the way those look?
Oh, Paula, they look delicious.
Now let's top off our salads with these fried green tomatoes. We're just gonna drizzle a little dressing on. Looks good. This is a wonderful little salad for a first course.
I love tomatoes just about any way you can make them or grow them.
Bubba.
Is it good? You like my sauce? The sauce good?
It's delicious. This is not too filling, but yet it has substance to it because of the fried green tomatoes.
Right.
But speaking of full, I'm gonna fill us up.
What we gonna make next?
A stuffed roast of pork. That pork roast is not gonna be the only thing stuffed around here, y'all. Coming up, your stomach's not gonna believe your eyes, y'all, when they catch a peek of this dish. These bones are gonna be so good to gnaw, it's gonna be incredible. Then my nephew Jay is here to help me load this roast with one unforgettable stuffing.
I was here first. You gotta get in the back of the line.
And later, we make a batch of cookies that has all of my favorite ingredients. I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. Merry Christmas again. This is going to be a very, very special meal, Bubba.
I see.
Is this not beautiful?
Yum.
This is going to be a cornbread-stuffed crown roast of pork. And you're not going to believe how easy and simple this is to prepare, y'all.
Good.
The only thing is, I want to caution you to make sure you do it right. Don't overcook it. You want to check with your butcher, prearrange for him to have this ready for you. Heavenly, and so easy, so simple.
How many pounds is this?
We're using about a 5 pound
5 pounds.
roast.
Okay.
So, Bubba, if you'll move down there and start the stuff for our stuffing,
Okay.
I'm gonna get this in the oven.
All right.
Now, I'm just gonna rub it down with
Gotcha.
salt and pepper. I'm gonna manhandle this piece of meat, y'all. These bones are gonna be so good to gnaw, it's gonna be incredible. And I'm gonna turn it every which way. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is rub it down with my sage, garlic, and olive oil mixture. Now you can go on foodnetwork.com and get your exact measurements. Remember to rub your meat, y'all, rub your meat. Smells so good. The freshness of the herbs is divine. So, Bubba, what are you doing down there? Tell everybody what you're doing.
I'm prepping for our dressing. I've got 1 stalk of celery, a medium white onion, 1 clove of garlic, and we're going to chop up 2 tablespoons of rosemary and a cilantro.
Okay. And y'all, I am making sure that I rub the spices into those bones because that's my favorite part is I'm a bone gnawer, y'all.
We used to fight over them.
We used to fight over them.
Yes, we
Mom
did.
and Daddy used to cook when we'd have steak. They would cook 1 big sirloin steak and it'd have the long bone. And Bubba and I would fight.
But you always won.
No, I did not. If I had a date and was in a hurry, you would win.
Okay, Paula, now we're going to do a half a stick of butter.
Who you kidding, Bubba?
Who you kidding? A half a stick of butter? That'll just make us mad, won't it?
Yeah, enough to make your mouth mad. Well, why don't we get the roast in the oven?
Okay, well, you got it.
So our oven is preheated. I'll open the door for you.
Well, it's looking great.
Doesn't that look wonderful? All those fresh herbs. It's gonna be so delicious and so succulent. All right, so 15 minutes at 450. That's gonna get a nice brown crust on our roast. Then we're gonna lower the temperature to 350 and we're gonna cook it for maybe another 45 minutes to an hour. All right, so I'm gonna help you while you are chopping up your herbs.
Yep, I gotta
I'm
work
gonna
on
dice
those.
up your bell pepper for you
Okay.
so we can get our stuffing underway. We're not using our traditional stuffing recipe for our pork loin. We're doing something just a little bit different because we're making it special for the holidays. And we're sauteing this for about 5 minutes, y'all. 5 to 7 minutes in half a stick of butter. Oops.
Oops.
There we go. And I have some cornbread that I baked off.
All right.
Now I'm gonna need 6 cups. I'm gonna whip us up a couple of eggs. And I've got a wonderful chicken stock. I'm probably gonna use almost 2 cups. And then I'm gonna add a little hot sauce, about a teaspoon of that. And I'm just gonna pour that into our cornbread, and you can stir that up. And I'm gonna go back down here and see about our herbs.
Okay. They're smelling good.
In goes our rosemary, a little cilantro right there at the end. Now, I don't like to overcook these vegetables because I like for them to have a little crunch.
Right.
And I want you to be able to see them. So that's about all I'm gonna do on those, Bubba. All right, so in goes our herbs.
Okay.
And our veggies. All right, so we're gonna stir this up. I'm gonna add a little pepper.
All right.
A little salt.
It's looking good.
It is looking good. It's gonna be delicious.
You're going to roll me out of here this Christmas in a wheelbarrow.
All right, so Bubba, if you'll spray our pan.
Okay.
And we're gonna let this bake, y'all, for about 45 minutes at 350 degrees. Perfect.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at the colors, because
I know
we
it.
didn't overcook our vegetables. Look how beautiful.
Oh, it is pretty.
Yes, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it tastes so good. Bubba, if you could now, just pop that in the oven for me. It's gonna be so good. It's Christmas time. We'll see y'all back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, my nephew Jay is here, and I show him why it's better to dunk a cookie in chocolate than in milk.
Makes everything better.
And later, we're digging into this Christmas masterpiece. Grab and growl.
All right.
I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. Y'all, Bubba has really gotten a lot younger over the commercial, hadn't he? It's not
He was
Bubba.
never this good looking.
This is Bubba's son, y'all, Jay, my
Love you,
nephew. That was pretty good, Jay. Well, Jay has stepped in the kitchen to help me make Meemaw's kitchen sink Christmas cookies. Now, Meemaw was Brooke's grandmother, and it's really, really good, Jay Bird.
So we're gonna do the wet ingredients here, Paula, and what I'm gonna
Okay.
use is 1 cup of vegetable oil.
Okay.
And we're gonna add it to this 1/2 pound or 2 sticks of softened butter, 1 cup of lightly packed brown sugar, 1 cup of granulated sugar. I got 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Okay.
And last but not least, go ahead and get started mixing this up.
Okay.
And what have you got over there?
I've got 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. So I'm just gonna whisk this together, and that's it. So we're gonna slowly add this to Jay's wet ingredients. This recipe, Jay, belonged to Brooke's grandmother, her Meemaw. And Meemaw would start the day after Thanksgiving, and she made like 500 Christmas cookies. And that's what she gave all of her family, all of her friends, because that was the way she showed her love. Because a homemade gift is like giving a piece of yourself. They make wonderful Christmas gifts. And you can see why she called this one Meemaw's Kitchen Sink Christmas Cookies. Because look at all the stuff. They're easy to
I think
make.
you could probably just clean out your refrigerator.
Yes, but they've got a lot of things in them. So that gets that.
Okay.
All right, so Jay Bird.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna measure out now everything that makes this Meemaw's Kitchen Sink Christmas cookies. I'm gonna measure out a cup of a puff rice cereal.
Nummy, nummy, num.
Yum, yum. 1 cup of oatmeal. Now this is a quick cooking oatmeal. The next thing I'm gonna add is 1 cup of coconut. And the coconut is gonna make these cookies so moist and so delicious. All right, the last ingredient is...
My favorite, toffee.
Yes.
Makes everything better. Put them in before I eat them all. I'm foaming at the mouth.
Okie doke. When you're through beating that up, we're just gonna stir in our other ingredients.
Okay, and I think that this is all done here.
Okie doke.
I'll save the beaters for myself if you don't mind.
No. All right, now, if you would just stir those in.
You got it.
And Jay, your dad and I cooked a wonderful roast and made a delicious stuffing for our roast. Look at that. Yum.
That looks wonderful.
Yum, yum. How beautiful is that?
Okay, I think I've got this all mixed up here.
Okie doke.
I'm actually gonna stick this in the refrigerator for 1 hour and let it chill.
And we just want to pile this up in the middle of our pork roast.
That is gorgeous.
Y'all starting without me?
No, Bubba.
Well, I see you got the Cookie Monster with you.
Yes.
I was here first. You gotta get to the back of the line.
I heard y'all were in here making cookies, and every time I made cookies at home when he was a kid growing up, I'd go to the pantry, Paula, to get me a cookie. There would be one cookie left.
At least I had the decency to leave the last one, right? I mean, why make cookies if nobody's gonna eat them?
Look at that.
It looks delicious.
Doesn't it look delicious?
Yum. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
You chow down, baby. All right, Jay Bird,
Yes, ma'am. I want a meal, not a snack.
you got it. Look at that. All right, guys. Grab and growl.
All right. Are we gonna sit here?
I'm gonna sit right here.
You're gonna sit right there.
Look at that. Is that not fabulous?
We're at home, aren't we?
Yes.
Some things never change.
See what I'm saying about Bubba and I fighting for a bone? Isn't that delicious?
I'm telling you.
It's out of this world.
We cooked it perfect.
The stuffing is out of this world.
Yes.
Look, now I've gotten straight to the meat of what I want. Look how moist and delicious. Fabulous, isn't it?
Great holiday idea, Paula.
How do you like the stuffing?
I love it. I'm sold.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Wish you were here.
Yeah, don't forget about the cookies, y'all.
Oh, you better hurry up and get one, Paula. Or he'll eat them all.
I'll save you one.
Coming up, the perfect way to top this holiday meal, a beautiful Christmas cookie.
I know, look how pretty they are.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back, y'all. We're finishing up the cookies.
I've got my cookie dough. I'm just gonna take a scooper and stick 12 little scoops out on a cookie sheet here.
And Bubba is crushing peppermints for us. I'm melting white chocolate, y'all. And once our cookies are baked, we're gonna dip part of it in our white chocolate, and then we're gonna dip it in the crushed peppermint.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw these in the oven on 350 for 12 to 14 minutes.
Okay. How do you like your
I haven't tried. Cheers.
apple and pear cider? Did you try it, Bubba?
No, not yet. Cheers.
It's delicious.
Cheers.
It's a warm cider, y'all. You can go to foodnetwork.com for the recipe.
Yummy.
It's nice and warm. It feels so good to the tummy. It's kind of cold outside. So now, Bubba, if you would just pour your peppermint into our dish. Jay Bird, you want to check and see how our cookies are.
I would say they're ready.
Yeah, and they've been in there about 13 or 14 minutes.
It's hot.
All right, our chocolate looks nice. And our cookies look great. Because we use parchment paper, y'all, they didn't stick. So
here's
into
some
a
plate.
little chocolate, and then into the peppermint.
Oh, wow.
And
Me
Jay
first.
Bird, you have the first cookie.
Actually, I get the first 11 cookies. And then
Yeah, you better watch him.
And into the peppermint again. There's you a cookie, Bubba.
Okay, thank you.
And then mine into the chocolate. And into the peppermint. A beautiful Christmas cookie.
I know, look how pretty they are.
Well, eat up. Aren't they yummy? I love the toffee bits, don't you, Jetbird?
Yes, you definitely taste those.
And you know, at the holiday time, there's nothing like family and friends. That's the most important thing in the world. The time that you spend with them and the memories. So thank y'all
Thank you for having
for
us.
loving me.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.